Where's that noise? Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to another daily devotion. Aiden, come get your stuff. Come get your stuff. My bad, y'all. Welcome to Daily Devotion. Today's topic is called Born to Believe Part 2. So welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are y'all doing? How are y'all doing on this Wednesday? Wellness Wednesday. How are y'all doing? How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? Aiden, get right there with Daddy. My bad, y'all. The kids want to be up under me today while I go live. As y'all jump on, speak to you, girl. Let me know what city, what state that you all are chiming in from. Welcome to another daily devotion. My name is Sallie D. I'm a wife, mom of 5. We have a blended family. One's an angel. And I have a new ministry called Grieving Gracefully. And a part of that ministry, I do a daily devotion Monday through Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I go live on TikTok and YouTube. And today is a continuance from on yesterday. Thank you for liking my live. And today's topic is called Born to Believe. And it's coming from Ephesians 6 chapter 4th verse. Bring them up in the training and instruction of the Lord. Parenting doesn't end when your child becomes a teenager. Teens are just more mobile, spend less time with you, and are more independent. Now they value and emulate peers who are as immature as they are. Even when you have laid moral and spiritual foundation in their early years, something will happen that leaves you asking, what happened? Where did I go wrong? Adolescence happens. It's a teenager's brain. It's wired that way. Their frontal lobes, the part of the brain linked to moral development, emotional reactivity, impulsive control, and decision making, aren't fully developed yet. Hey, Martin. If y'all follow me, I will follow y'all back. Let's go ahead and get these likes up over here on TikTok. Y'all stay here for a while because you never know. I may say something that you may need or somebody else may need. So like and share my live. It says that part of their brain hasn't developed yet. Their frontal lobes won't finish growing before their 20s and sometimes later. Meantime, what happened to all those Bible stories and your efforts to build godly beliefs in them? It's all in there, temporarily lost in those budding lobes. They aren't bad or stupid, though they sometimes seem to act that way. They haven't abandoned your teachings. The belief systems you helped them construct earlier are not erased. They have been transferred to a holding file until their new sanctity restoring brain cells arrive. And they will. Your job is to avoid panic, pray, and allow God to work on them. Love them unconditionally and be their anchor. Stand firm. Live by your principles. Demonstrate empathy, but teach them how their decisions affect others. Help them learn self control by letting them deal with their consequences. Be patient, supportive, and never give up on them. You have sown the seed of God's word into them, and at just the right time, you will reap a harvest of blessing if you don't give up. Galatians 6 and 9. I just smiled while reading this. Yesterday, we spoke about train your child in a way he should go. And we was talking about the younger kids. And it says the most crucial time to teach them about spirituality and morals is between the ages of 7 and 10. And it says to get to them better is for us to tell them stories about Adam and Eve, Noah, Daniel, Esther, Samson, Ruth, David, Christ's birth, his life, death, and resurrection. We should be telling them those type of stories at that age, just like Jesus in the Bible, he told a lot of stories. And that's how we should do kids that age. And then with part 2 today, they're talking about the teenagers. Now I smile because I asked that same question with my teenager. Because I said, what happened? I know he was brought up in the church. I know me and him read the Bible together. I know he been in Sunday school since he was like 5. No, it might be more than that. Maybe 4, because he was reading early. So he might have been in Sunday school since he was 4. So when he became a teenager, more so when he got in high school, I was like, well, what happened to everything I taught him? Like, I wonder if I had no, I can't even say that. I can't even say that. I can't even say that. Because there are no shoulda, coulda, wouldas when someone is gone, okay? But this was my thinking with our oldest son. Like, bruh, who raised you? I know I'm not the only parent who thought that with their teenager. Like, who raised you? Because this ain't the child that I raised. Okay? Okay. I don't know who that child was. So it says, even though we have instilled everything we're supposed to in them while they were younger, when they're in the teenage years, their brain hasn't fully developed. And what we taught them is more so they're on it seemed like, I guess that they're on a whole new learning level. Because like we taught them, but their brain pushed everything we taught them to the side. And now they have this new thing that they have to learn. They have to really learn they have to learn about peer pressure. I mean, they know about peer pressure in elementary school, but I think when they become teenagers in middle school, and now with cell phones and everything and how social media is, cut the light off. Our kids really have to deal with peer pressure on top of trying to remember all the morals we instilled in them and all the biblical teachings that we taught them. So it says it says, don't get mad. It says, your job is not to panic, but to pray and allow God to work on them. Love them unconditionally and be their anchor. So as much as they frustrate us as teenagers, as much as they test us, as much as they get smart at the mouth, we should don't panic, pray, and allow God to work on them. Love them unconditionally. Be their anchor. We should also stand firm and live by our principles, because even though we taught them something morally and it's tucked to the back because their frontal lobe hasn't developed yet in teenagers, we still need to live out the principles that we taught them. We can't so much get out of character, because then they're gonna think we're a hypocrite because we're not living the life that we taught them about. I don't know if y'all child ever did that. With my oldest son, when I had him, I wasn't saved. I wasn't saved. And then I got saved later on. When I got saved, I think I got saved. Oh Lord. When he was like in 5th grade or 6th grade or something. It's like I got saved, but I wasn't fully living the life fully like that. And then at the leading up into us getting married, that's when I really started like getting closer to God. And then really after we got married in 2019. So with my son knowing I wasn't saved when I had him, and then he's seeing the progression of me being saved, he didn't like that. And so he would throw a lot of things in my face because he didn't understand how my life changed from me no longer living in sin and me trying to live the life that I'm supposed to as a saved person. So we butt heads a lot. Did y'all go through those with your kids? I don't need to see that. Give it to your daddy. Um, did y'all go through that with your teenagers? Or you done taught them how to act? You gave them scenarios of how life can be, and then all of a sudden one day you're like, who child this is? Like, this my child? Did I raise this person? Like, I don't get it. Because that's how I was with my oldest son. Now the little ones we have now, they get to save mom. They don't know the difference. Because my son, he felt like I was taking the fun out of Maya. He felt like I was taking the fun out of life because it's things that I wouldn't do that I previously did when I was unsaved. And I feel like people feel like that now. People feel like they don't want to give up the world because when you become saved and you have to live a godly life, that you can't still have fun. Like, I still have fun. I don't drink like I used to because I don't have the urge. Like, God took that away from me. I don't have the urge to drink like I used to. Like, I have gotten drunk before, but you won't see me drunk now. I barely drink wine. Like, if I drink wine, it might be one glass, if that. I don't even I don't need it. I mean, I never really needed it. I just did it just to do it, honestly. Because if me and my friends go out, I'm going to dance regardless. I didn't need anything to drink to make me dance. I'm the friend that going to get on the dance floor when nobody's on the dance floor, and I'm going to dance. So with my son seeing that I used to live this life and then now I'm saved and I changed, and then there's certain things that he couldn't do, then he started rebelling against me. because he didn't understand the two. But I wonder if this is what I was saying. I can't say this, but I wonder if I knew these things, that I don't even need to say that, because what was going to happen was going to happen anyway. I know I lost my oldest son 2 years ago. So I can't even say the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I can't say that if I had known this, then maybe it wouldn't turn out the way it did. But I already know it still would have turned out the way it did. I'm not saying your story would be my story. I always tell people that. My story was to birth me and to push me into my purpose, into my ministry called Grieving Gracefully. Yours is totally different. That's why I tell people to continue to love on them, continue to be their anchor, continue to pray for them. Don't panic. Allow God to work on them, because you never know. You never know when God will turn it around for your child, and everything you taught them as a kid will click in. So don't give up on them. I know it get hard when they get in those teenage years, okay? I know it gets hard, and sometimes you want to act like they somebody in the street because of how they be talking. Be supportive. Be patient with them, and never give up on them. You have sown the seed of God's word into them, and at just the right time, you will reap a harvest of blessing if you don't give up. So remember that. Don't give up. No matter what it looks like with your child right now, no matter if your child is rebelling and you feel like you done taught them everything and you're not seeing the harvest of your seed, hold on. It's coming. Let them go through the process of maturing. Continue to stand on your principles and stand firm. If you got rules, stand on those rules. Stand on those rules, because they have to know that when they come out into the real world, they ain't got no choice. Okay? I pray that you all were blessed by today's daily devotions, Born to Believe. It was a 2-part series. Coming from Ephesians 6, chapter 4th verse, bringing them up in the training and instruction of the Lord. Remember, be patient with them, be supportive, and never give up on them. You have sown the seed of God's word into them, and just at the right time, you will reap a harvest of blessing if you don't give up. Galatians 6 and 9. I pray you all were blessed by today's daily devotion. I pray that you all have an amazing night on purpose, and I will see you all back here tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See y'all later. Bye-bye.